Yeah, so I'm just going to be talking about the markets, what exactly is going on with the markets. We've been seeing a lot of consolidation on the DXY, and this has also been impacting the foreign currencies as well. Now, first thing we're going to look at is DXY, and on DXY already on the monthly, you can basically see that monthly time frame right here. It's been trending to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows. And if I take out everything on this screen just to make it a lot easier for everyone to understand what I'm talking about, right here, you can see we're literally creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then we have this higher high as well. Now, if we take this chart straight down to the weekly as well, you can see that on the weekly time frame, we already have this break of structure to the downside on weekly. And after this break of structure, you can see that price came to the upside again, and we also broke this low as well, showing a lot of bearish intentions that this market might want to go to the downside. Now, this is my directional bias for now. And if we take this to the 12-month time frame as well, 12-month time frame is already giving us bearish price action, creating lower highs, lower lows. And right here, we created this high right here. So maybe this is a new lower high that will create a new lower low, but nobody knows that because this is future price action. But so far, working with this market structure, it seems to me that this market might want to go to the downside, long-term perspective. Now, if we now take this back to the weekly, we can basically see that the weekly time frame is aligning with the 12-month time frame. So if the weekly time frame is aligning with the 12-month time frame, all I'm going to be interested in is to see the daily time frame align with the weekly and that 12 months. If that aligns, then my interest will be on just looking for sell opportunities. Now, bear in mind, if we're also looking into the fundamentals, there's been a lot of rate cuts and there's also anticipation for much more lower rates, interest rates. So this is already giving me a telltale sign that the market on DXY is prone to go to the downside. Now, that being said, already we can see that on the daily already price is giving us this bearish market structure here, trending to the downside, consistently creating lower highs and lower lows. Now, my interest when I'm looking at the chart is mostly market structure. That is my major interest. Before I'm looking at anything else, market structure is the core thing I'm interested in. So after we created this lower low right here, you can see that price came to the upside and it was creating a higher, a high, a low, this higher high right here. And then we came down again, broke this low right here. And after breaking this low, us coming to the upside, it's either we're coming to the upside to mitigate something or we want to run liquidity. Nobody knows. But for now, my only point of interest that I'm working with is right here. So I'm just going to outline that and we'll just leave it right there. Now, two things are involved. It's either we're going to use this as an area of resistance to continue lower or price might want to go higher to run out this buy side liquidity. So those are two things that I'm watching right now. But personally, I would rather be on the sidelines than try to buy this from this kind of position. And also with the fact that we have the federal funds rate tomorrow, Wednesday, I would rather just be on the sidelines than try to buy this. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to go higher. Federal funds rate could pump it higher to run the liquidity, but it can also do the opposite and dump it to continue lower. So that's part of the reason why in cases like this, I just remain on the sidelines. But if I see any significant move to the downside, breaks of structure, like a daily break of structure, then my only interest will be on looking for sales. And what do I mean? What does that even look like? Now, this is what that would look like. You can already see trending to the upside, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher high. And then we have this higher high right here. So right here, this is my daily higher low. If for any reason we break below this low and close, then I only will be interested in retracement, continuation to the downside. That's all I'll be interested in, something like this. And I'll just be looking for sell opportunities on DXY and buy opportunities on the foreign currencies. So that is my simple analysis on on dollar DXY. And I'm also going to have a look on euro as well to see what euro US dollar is doing. So euro, on the other hand, if we go to euro US dollar, so right here, this is euro US dollar. Now, if we go to euro US dollar, looking at the 12 months time frame, you can see that the 12-month time frame right here is already consistently creating higher highs and higher lows. So this is already giving me an indication that long-term euro is bullish. So that means long-term DXY is bearish. So price coming down here on euro as well, coming down here. I'm anticipating for a potential move to continue higher to create a new all-time high. Now, this is not a kind of price action that is gonna take a day or two. This could take like years, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So nobody knows how long this is gonna take. But overall, my intention on euro is just long-term bullish. So what this simply means is I'm just going to be focusing on key levels that are showing me buy opportunities, even if it's short-term buy opportunities, just take those buy opportunities to continue higher. Now, going to the weekly time frame, you can also see that weekly time frame, this was trending to the downside, creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low until it broke structure here. And after it broke that structure, you can also see how price nicely came back down to the downside, retested that high right here. And after that retest, we've been in an uptrend. And if you're looking at this weekly time frame, you can literally see how we've literally been creating new highs, higher highs. So this entire price action right here, if we go down to the daily to look at what that looks like on the daily, you can basically see that after we created this high, low, high down here, we came here, we took this low, and after taking this low, we still rallied to the upside and we broke above this high as well. So that simply means that price coming down here, all we're going to be looking for is key level for opportunity for me to look for buy opportunity for this is to continue to the upside. Now, we can still, this market can still decide to come down here, run liquidity. It can also decide to just continue higher because already in October, the year is almost coming to an end. Price might want to run the buy side liquidity, rally a little bit, or maybe it might want to come down, or maybe just continue higher. So now, if I look at the 16-hour time frame, just to have a brief look on this price action, I can see that there's an inefficiency here, and this inefficiency is unmitigated. Now, there's no guarantee that price is going to mitigate this inefficiency because I'm just going to leave this down here. Anything can happen. Maybe the high impact news tomorrow can dump price to come in there, or it might pump price to just continue higher because overall this is bullish. And if you have a look at this, this is the high, and this is the low. And if we go to the daily, on the daily, you can basically see that this is low resistance, and price has already taken those low resistance liquidities. And after taking those low resistance liquidities, you can also see right here that we broke structure on the 4-hour time frame. And after breaking this structure, you can see how we came down into this inefficiency here. And coming into that inefficiency, what did we do? We still came down there and we broke another 4-hour structure again. Multiple same time frame break the structure, retested, and we rallied. So price can still come up into this inefficiency. It can mitigate that, reverse, run the lows, or it might continue higher. But overall, I still remain very bullish on euro. I still want to see euro continue to the upside. That's what I would favor. If I was to pick a side on euro, choose buy or sell, I'll just choose buys. But that's just me, and I'm not on any buy opportunity position right here on euro right here. I'm not on any buy. But I'm just showing you the things that I'm seeing. And because of tomorrow's being federal funds rates, I'm just going to stand on the sidelines because nobody knows what this high impact news is going to do. It can literally spike it up, it can spike it down, it can just do whatever, it can even do nothing as well. So that is what I'm watching on Euro US dollar. Now, another one I'm having a good look at is USD CAD. Now, USD CAD is a very interesting pair right now. Very interesting pair. I'm just gonna use this analysis right here. I'll just remove some of this and just going straight up to 12 months. 12 months here, it was bullish, dropped down, broke structure, flipped bearish, rallied up, came to extreme premium, and after that mitigation, we broke down and we broke a significant daily structural low. And after breaking that structure, we've just been trending to the downside. So what is going on with USD CAD right now? If I take out everything on my chart for just 1 minute, you can see that we have this range low, we have this range high, and price rallied up into this inefficiency. And after rallying into this inefficiency, we've just been seeing a lot of rejection from that key zone. So personally, if I do see a daily break of structure to the downside on USD CAD from where we are right now, my only focus is going to be on sales. And that is only if I see a daily break to the downside. So I'll just show you what that looks like. So right here, this is daily time frame. And this is my daily low and this is my daily high. You can see I already marked that. Now, if I do see this candle on this daily time frame break below this low, close, that means I have no intention on buying USD CAD anymore. Any retracement, I'll be looking for key levels we're coming to mitigate, whether it's an inefficiency or run on liquidity, low resistance liquidity or high resistance liquidity mitigation. And then I'll be looking for time frame shift to market structure, maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes, depending on the inefficiency or point of interest I'm using. Once I see that, then I'll be looking for sell opportunities for this to continue lower. So that is just what I'm watching. And right here, so there's a different chart. I have my targets. So right here, if you look at this, this is on the, this is on the daily time frame, and you can see if we do break here, this is my next draw on liquidity, and after that, this is my next draw on liquidity, and then after this key level, then this would be my next draw on liquidity right here. So the most important thing is to mark out this key levels beforehand, just in case if anything happens and then prices going towards my direction, I know what it's going into, and then I know how to trade it to go into that position rather than being caught unawares. And also bear in mind, these are low resistance liquidities and easy levels price. If we do break that daily low, then I wouldn't be surprised to see a run on this liquidities and also coming down in here. So that's just what I'm watching on this one. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. So I'm just going to be on the sidelines today. I'm not going to try to push any button or try to predict anything. All I'm going to do is react. So if I see a shift in market structure, significant time frame shift in market structure, then I'm just going to follow that trend. So that is my analysis on this one. And I'll just have a quick look on cryptos as well on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, on the other hand, you can see that Bitcoin, this is my key level on Bitcoin that I'm watching. So right here, this is monthly. And this monthly, I still remain very bullish on monthly. Now, if we decide to keep going lower, this is the only area I would like to see price come down into. But right now, with the current price action, if I see Bitcoin break above this daily high, then I only will be interested in a retest and continuation to run out this buy side and create a new all-time high. That's the only thing I'll be interested in Bitcoin. So that being said, we have a quick look on Ethereum. On the other hand, on Ethereum as well, Ethereum, I'm still watching this daily high as well. And why exactly am I so interested in the daily highs? The reason is because when the market breaks a daily structure, that's already showing me a mega trade. That direction could be the trend. So instead of me trying to trade against that trend, I will just flow with the trend. So sometimes I also use it with counter trend opportunities. Now, most of the time, you probably may not have noticed this, but most of the time, whenever there's a trend shift, it's usually from that daily time frame. There's usually a daily time frame break of structure. So I'll just show you a few examples. So this is Ethereum, and that right here, this is Ethereum all-time high. And can you see that Ethereum, when it hit this all-time high, was creating higher highs and higher lows? And look, we're on daily, and it created a higher high. And after that, it dropped down here, and it broke structure on the daily time frame. And after breaking this structure on the daily time frame right here, this is a structural low that got broken. So this is a structural low. After breaking that structure, look at what happened. We came back up, we retested, and then we dropped and went straight to the downside. So if you were already paying attention to this break of structure on the daily, it would have given you that telltale sign that Ethereum structure has actually shifted from bullish to bearish. And this could be your distribution zone, and you literally could potentially sell some of your Ethereum so that once it's come down here, you can just buy back a lot more And let's say you own one Ethereum up here at 4,600. Down here at this low 900, you would have bought like at least four more Ethereum with just one Ethereum. So which would have been absolutely phenomenal. So that is what I'm watching on Ethereum, my key levels. I just want to see if there's going to be a daily break of structure. Bear in mind, we're going into the last 2 months of the year, and if the market wants to go up, it's just going to go up. If it wants to go down, I don't expect to see all this consolidation for the remainder of the year, like November, December. I want to see an expansion or displacement. So the market has to choose a side. It's either an expansion or displacement. That's all I want to see. So for Ethereum, I'm not on any trade on Ethereum personally, but I'm just watching this daily break of structure here. If it can break above it, then that's already giving me a telltale sign Ethereum wants to rip. But before that, just also bear in mind right here that we have same time frame break of structure on monthly right here. It broke a monthly high, monthly low, broke structure, came back down, retested, came back again, broke another monthly structure twice. This is already on its own showing me that this market should go parabolic. So every down move here is just for run on liquidity before that parabolic move to the upside. So that is just my analysis, but bear in mind, this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. So that is it from me. And if you found this analysis insightful, you can just follow me for more like this. And if you need any kind of support, you can just personally send us a message and we will give you a feedback as soon as possible. So I wish you all the best trading week and I'll see you all next time.